Hi, Mindy. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Oh, not too bad. It's warming up here in Arizona, but
Oh, where are you at?
I'm in Lordsburg right now, delivering in Tucson this morning.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I was watching the weather earlier and it is really hot out there.
Yes.
Well over 100 degrees. So be careful.
Oh, thank you. I drink lots of water.
Oh, that's the best thing to do for sure. Well, Mindy, I just want to congratulate you on being chosen as our Woman of Excellence for 2024 for Bennett DRIVEAWAY.
Uh, Thank you. I am honored and humbled, to be honest.
Well, very proud of you. Some of the things that was said was that you have excellence in all that you do, that you run consistently without an issue, that you're a top-notch driver, and you've completed almost 100,000 miles in 2023 without any without any CSA or any safety issues.
Wow, I didn't know I drove that many miles.
Did it feel like you drove that many miles?
It did feel like that. I ran a lot last year. I did.
Did you? So, how long have you been driving for Bennett?
It's been a little over 3 years. I think the end of May was my 3 years.
And how did you get into the industry? How did you come to drive for Bennett?
Um, Several of us lost our office jobs up here in North Iowa. And if you know anything about North Iowa, there's not a whole lot of job opportunities. So a friend of mine, um, she is a friend with another driver that lives in Clear Lake, not far from Forest City. And she knows that I love to travel. So she connected me with her, and I sat and talked with her about the job. And at first I was like, that's a lot of responsibility driving, expensive motorhomes.
Mm-hmm.
It took me 6 months to decide to actually try it out. And when I did, after my first couple of trips, I fell in love with it.
Great. So you drive Winnebagos.
Yes, I actually live by Winnebago.
Oh,
Uh,
really?
yeah, so born and raised in that area. So I live right by there. So it's kind of convenient that Bennett has a yard right across from Winnebago. So
Yes. Well, that's great. That is great. And I guess you get to try out a lot of the new Winnebagos, so you know which one you like.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. So, what is it? What is it like being out on the road as a woman driver?
You know, sometimes it's difficult, um, safety wise. Um, I try to stay in places, especially like flying J's, pilots, loves. I try to stay in places like that are open 24 hours, where there's more people, um, just for safety wise. Um, Sometimes it's challenging. There are drivers that I don't know if it's because we are women out there on the road, but there are drivers that like to harass women out on the road, whether they're in a semi or, whatever. Um, but I think the the big thing is safety wise, trying to find safe places um, to stay.
That is definitely a concern, Mindy, and it's one that because we have a lot of women drivers, and that's one of the concerns that we are really trying to address is with truck stops and with parking. on trying to find places for women to park that where they can feel safe. That's just I think that's probably our number one concern for our women drivers is making sure that they are safe and that they feel safe when they're out on the road. And speaking of safety, safety is priority one at Bennett. So you probably know that because it says that you attend all of the in-person safety meetings and watch all the videos. And so, what what are some of the ways that you give me maybe a couple examples of ways that out on the road that you practice safety?
Um, I just like to be really aware of my surroundings, who's driving next to me, who's driving in front of me, who's driving behind me. Um, Sometimes I'll wait to drive to bigger cities where it's not as busy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if there is some issues that do arise with other drivers, I just get off at an exit, wait a little bit, and then continue on my way. You know, I just try to be as safe as possible to get to where I'm going.
Well, it certainly shows that you do that, and we appreciate you practicing those safety measures out there on the road. And so, some of the challenges that you've overcome as a woman, other than safety, what would some of those be?
Um, I don't know if it's per se just as a woman, um, but I think some of the challenges out here, especially doing just drive away, are, figuring out how to get home if you can't get another load somewhere else. The prices out here sometimes can be a little daunting. You have to figure out how to do that, but also, still make money.
Right.
Um, you know, but other than that, I don't really know.
Well, if there's other, there's other women that would like to get into, say, into driveway, would you have any suggestions or things that might be helpful for them to know if they wanted to do what you do?
If I was to talk to another woman about doing this job, um, I would honestly suggest them running with someone the first few times doing this.
Yeah.
Um, I have talked to other women about places where I do stay and where I don't stay, um, just for my own personal safety reasons. Like if I don't feel comfortable in a place, I'll find some place else to stay. So I have, my favorite places to stay overnight for safety, for showers. Um, but I think running with someone the first few times to figure some of this stuff out um, is a good idea. Um, Running groups, if you would like to, some people run in groups. Some of us out here just run by ourselves. Um, Sometimes it's nice to run with groups. I've
Mhm.
gone on a lot of hikes out here on the road. I've seen a lot of waterfalls. Um, Not only, to be safe out here on the road, but enjoy the job.
Sure.
That's one thing I love about this job is the things I get to see and do out here on the road.
Do you have a favorite place that you enjoy going to?
Um, I don't, not really so much a favorite place, but being from Iowa, we don't have a lot of trees up in North Iowa.
Mhm.
So anytime I get to go to the Pacific Northwest or anywhere where there's a lot of trees and rivers, um, pretty much anywhere that has that stuff because we just don't have that in North Iowa.
Yeah, yeah. So do you pull a car or do you, when you deliver, then you catch a bus or another mode of transportation to go to your next load?
I no, I do not tow a car. I don't know if I'll ever be to that point where I want to tow a car. Sometimes you might have to get a rental car to drive to another airport several hours away just to save $200-300 on a flight.
Sure.
Sometimes you have to work out all the logistics of that kind of stuff. And sometimes that can take, a whole day of travel to get back to pick up something else. But, it's doing that versus spending $500 on a plane ticket. So that's
I admire you and admire women that are in the driveway division because to me that would be daunting. That when I got to the other end, then trying to figure out how I get to the next place. So do you use Uber? Do you use Uber or someone like that?
and quite a bit.
Well, yeah, I would think so. I would think that would be what I would do to get me to the next spot. So I admire you for doing that. That takes a lot of courage, and I just appreciate the great job that you do out there, Mindy, and doing it safely and representing all of us women in the trucking industry.
Well, thank you.
So tell me about your family. What do you have? You have a family?
I have 2 daughters. My oldest one lives in Hawaii, and she works in marketing. My youngest one goes to Iowa State. She's majoring in English, and she loves to write and edit. So I think that's her future. Um, I live with my mom. She has dementia. So that can be challenging sometimes, but she still does pretty good on her own for the most part right now. Um, and she watches my cat while I'm gone. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah. So what are your hobbies? What do you like to do when you're not working?
When I'm not, I'm always working. But I love to read. I always have a book with me. And when I'm not working, um, I do like to travel. I went to Hawaii in April. I went to New England, out to Acadia National Park and Bar Harbor and Vermont. I did that in June for 8 days, I think I was out there. I love to hike, and I love to travel. So anytime I get a chance to, even if for a couple days, to do something. So
So I think that's exceptional because you're traveling every day and for your job for work, and then you like to travel whenever you're off work. So,
yeah,
but you get a chance to do kind of what you want to do when you're off work. So
yeah,
that's nice. Um,
on this job.
yes. So, is there any special memory when you were out on the road that you could think of that you might want to share with us?
I don't know if it's a special memory, but there was 5 of us in our kind of little group of friends that were stuck in South Dakota for 4 days 2 winters ago. And that was, it was a snowstorm. They had the roads closed, and we just hung out at the Flying J with each other for like 4 days. And our friendships, got a little bit stronger and stuff. So that was very interesting and kind of fun, to be honest.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like that might be a lot of fun. You guys made the best of it.
We did.
Well, Mindy, it's been wonderful visiting with you this morning, and I appreciate you. I appreciate what you do for the Bennett family companies and for DRIVEAWAY and the way you represent us women in this industry. And So, in acceptance of the 2024 Women of Excellence Award, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Um, like I said, I'm very honored and humbled, and I would like to thank Bennett for letting me drive for them. Uh, it's a great company to work for, and uh, I'll continue to drive for them as long as they let me. And thank you.
Well, thank you too, and we hope that's for a long, long time to come.
Me too.
Anyway, you be safe and take care of yourself, and don't get too hot out there in Arizona. Where
I was trying not to.
where are you delivering to?
Tucson,
Oh, Tucson.
so
Okay.
not too far away.
Yeah, not too far. And then where are you going? Do you
Uh,
know?
I'm flying back home and hopefully getting another load. I don't have anything at the moment.
Yeah, yeah. So, well, Winnebago is a great customer, and we're very thankful for them, and thankful for all of our drivers that work for Winnebago. So, you take care and be safe.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye bye.